Hello everyone, I'm Alex Williams and you're watching the weekly update with Funagain games for the week of November 14th, 2016. This week we've got a lot of new games and figures for pre-order, as well as a lot of new games in stock. Plus we get to explore the entire verse with this week's Game of the Week. Check it out! Alright everyone, let's talk about pre-orders, which include a lot of exciting new Funko Pop figures. Will you play citizens into your hometown for points or contribute them to the capital and benefit from their special abilities? In Capital Lux, you always balance on a razor's edge, so will you take risks, bluff, or follow a carefully laid plan? The choice is yours in this clever card game featuring beautiful art by American painter Kwanchai Moria. Avenue is a quick and exciting family game that can be played with up to 10 players with very little downtime. Players draw a network of roads on their player sheet, trying to connect their farms and castles to grapes. When scoring takes place, you score points for every grape that your farm is connected. The murky depths of the Pacific Ocean conceal untold horrors in Omens of the Deep, a new expansion for Elder Sign, the cooperative dice game steeped in the lore of H.P. Lovecraft's terrifying mythos. Based on the popular The Call of Cthulhu expansion for the Elder Sign Omens app, players can now venture forth from the confines of the museum and board the Ultima Thule to combat the ancient ones that have begun to stir in the depths of the Pacific. Watson & Holmes is a game of deduction set within the magnificent works of Arthur Conan Doyle. 2 to 7 aspiring detectives step into the shoes of Dr. Watson, working alongside Detective Sherlock Holmes to try to solve a series of so far unpublished cases directly extracted from Dr. John H. Watts's diaries. Those who accept the challenge relive the adventures of the crime-solving duo, visiting each of the locations where the inquiries were made. Following the trail, each clue brings players closer to solving the case. In New York Slice, a revised version of Piece of Cake, each player slices pizzas into portions, giving their opponents first choice, while they take the leftovers. There are a dozen kinds of pizza to work with, from veggie to Hawaiian to meat lovers, and each player decides if they want to eat or keep some of the slices, building the best collection of pizzas possible. Following the call of the gods, the players settle at the base of Mountain Medurus, building huts, bringing offerings to the druid, gathering precious runestones, and building monumental temples is the only way to earn the favor of the gods in Medurus. Gloomhaven is a game of Euro-inspired tactical combat in a persistent world of shifting motives. Players will take on the role of a wandering adventurer with their own special set of skills and their own reasons for traveling to this dark corner of the world. Players must work together out of necessity to clear out menacing dungeons and forgotten ruins. In the process, they will enhance their abilities with experience and loot, discover the new locations to explore and plunder, and expand an ever-branching story fueled by the decisions they make. Lots of exciting new items this week from Funko, including full lines of pop figures from the new movie Assassin's Creed, classic X-Men, and the incredibly popular Netflix original Stranger Things. Also from Funko are more mystery minis from X-Men and Five Nights at Freddy's. Now on to our new games in stock. In Quartz, you belong to a group of dwarves who have just discovered a new mine on their land. Excited by the discovery, you decided to make a bet. Everyone will explore the mine for 5 days. At the end of each day, you will sell in the city the crystals you extracted during this day. At the end of the 5th day, the dwarf who earned the most money will become the only owner of the mine. In the cooperative game Mighty Mice, players pick 15 to 24 mice dice and try to place all the mice on top of the structure while the elephants try to interfere. All players win together when all the mice are placed. Welcome to Cat Town, a paradise for cats and cat lovers like you. On these lazy, breezy days, you may see cats lying on the roof, inside the bushes, under the cars, or any other funny places they see fit. During your visit today, take a walk around the blocks to see how many cats you can find in Cat Town. Cat Town combines memory, hand management, and deck manipulation, with players scoring points in 3 ways: finding cats, collecting items, and playing travel notes cards. Doggy Go is a speed game in which players try to be the first to complete the patterns on the acrobat cards with their doggy tiles. Whoever scores the most acrobat cards, in the end, wins the game. In the cooperative Attack on Titan deck building game, you and your fellow players will battle relentless titans for humanity's very survival. Collect the weapons and tactics you need, then test your mettle on the wall before it's too late. Pyramid Raiders is a light, backstabbing strategy game for 3 to 6 players. Players are treasure hunters looking for fame and fortune in a long-forgotten pyramid. With the help of their special equipment, they will compete with each other to gather the most treasure from this expedition. But watch out for the Guardian. He awakes from the darkness of the ruins to fulfill his mission, to chase all intruders to throw them out with a curse. Love Letter Premium takes the familiar Love Letter game and pumps it up in two different ways. First, the cards are supersized and much thicker than normal. The hearts that players claim are large and wooden, and the hard-sided box has a magnetic closure. Second, the game now plays with up to 8 players thanks to the inclusion of additional set of cards. Rival kingdoms are vying to gather the bravest band of heroes in the land. Your goal: be the first to recruit 6 different heroes to start your adventure. You play using the cards numbered 1 through 7, each number representing a different hero. During the game, each player will pass the cards face down, choosing to gain clues about the nature of the card. When they receive a card, players either recruit a hero or pass. When a player has 6 different heroes, he immediately wins the game. In King Domino, you are a lord seeking new lands in which to expand your kingdom. You must explore all the lands, wheat fields, lakes, and mountains in order to spot the best plots. But be careful, as some other lords also covet these lands. Be the first player to get rid of all your cards. Join forces with fellow players to beat cards played by other players, or independently play the highest card to outdo all of your opponents together, flushing their cards down the drain. Fuji Flush is a fun, fast, easy-to-learn card game that will have you shouting as your cards are sent down the drain. In Colony, each player constructs and upgrades buildings while managing resources to grow their fledgling colony. In a clever twist, dice are used as resources, with each side representing a different resource. Colony includes 28 different building card types, of which only 7 are used each game, in addition to the fixed buildings that are used each time that you play. The peaceful kingdom of Myth is suddenly raided by the evil Red Dragon and his monster companions. The Red Dragon has taken away the golden sacred cheese, the symbol of the kingdom's prosperity and unity, and the fate of the kingdom is in peril. The brave young heroes of Myth must now set out on a desperate journey to the dragon's castle and recover the sacred cheese. Guests arrive at a mansion for what they hope will be a relaxing weekend, but alas, the calm of Friday night is broken when a cry of fright rings out. The guests wake up and gather only to be horrified with the discovery of the lifeless body of one of them. Who could have killed him, and more importantly, who will be the next victim? And our last list of this update, our top 5 bestsellers of the week. Number 5 this week is Clank, a deck building adventure, followed by Bios Genesis at number 4. Number 3 goes to the PAX Renaissance expansion, with PAX Renaissance itself at number 2. And still at number 1 is Scythe Invaders from Afar. While empires rise and fall in Eastern Europa, the rest of the world takes notice. 2 distant factions, Albion and Togawa, send emissaries to scout the land and employ their own distinct styles of conquering. Scythe Invaders from Afar, an expansion for Scythe, adds 2 new factions, 10 miniatures, 62 custom wooden tokens, and 2 faction mats. It also includes some new cardboard tokens, 2 new player mats, 6 automa cards, and a custom plastic insert designed to fit inside the expansion box or the original Scythe box. That's it for our list, so now let's explore the verse together in this week's Game of the Week. Legendary Encounters is back with an all-new Firefly core set. Play as the crew of the Serenity and work with each other to complete each episode that players choose. Upgrade your ship to gain an advantage, but be careful that Serenity does not get enough strikes to end the game. Once players complete an episode, everything resets to start anew. Each core set comes with over 500 playable cards featuring all original art and will feature some of Firefly's greatest protagonists, including Patience, Niska, Saffron, and the Evil Alliance. Also included will be a game mat to help organize the playfield. Get ready to explore the verse. This week only, Legendary Encounters Firefly is 35% off at Funagain.com. Alright everyone, that is it for our weekly update, but guess what? We are less than 2 weeks away from Funagain's Black Friday sale, so keep on the lookout for an update for that, and come help us celebrate 20 years of being in business. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next week. If you have any questions or comments about any of the games in this video or about Funagain games, please leave them in the comments section below or send us an email at customerservice@funagain.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and subscribe right here on YouTube so you don't miss a single update.